Today, I've got something special lined up. We're diving deep into 6 real-world landing pages from top brands across different industries. I'll be breaking down exactly what make these pages stand out, what CRO principles they're leveraging, and most importantly, what actionable insights you can use right now to boost your own conversions. My name is Idris Khan with ClickUp, your favorite landing page CRO agency. Just a quick disclaimer, before we dive in, I don't work directly with any of the brands I'm reviewing today, and I'm not affiliated with them in any way. The insights I'll be sharing are based purely on my own professional experience and conversion rate optimization. Normally, these type of analysis would rely heavily on data like heat maps and session recordings and actual conversion metrics. But for today's video, since I don't work with these brands, I'm just using my own expert opinion and best practices to evaluate each landing page. I will be using a 6-part framework that will evaluate each page and share what I think the page does well. I'll also include some ideas on potential improvements or tests they can run. So let's dive in. Okay, so first up we have Babbel, a language learning platform. Right off the bat, if we're looking at number 1, the offer clarity, it has a clear and compelling offer here. Right, summer solstice sale. At the top, you have a prominent 60% off with the countdown timer, which obviously creates that genuine scarcity and urgency, which, motivates the quick action. So great job there. One small opportunity is maybe clarifying specifically why learning a new language is beneficial. Offers on point. Number 2, visual hierarchy, flow and emotional appeal. I think they have a strong visual hierarchy. It's a clear headline, engaging design that immediately leads users to pick their language. I really love this display here of the different options here. It has effective visual organization with the flags, enhances clarity. So that's great. The one slight gap, while it's visually appealing, I think it lacks that strong emotional connection or aspirational images. Maybe something to test here would be someone holding their phone using Babbel on their phone, or maybe someone traveling and using Babbel. But yeah, I think overall, great job on the visual. The trust signals and credibility. So they have an excellent use here of the Trustpilot rating, which is prominent and it is above the fold. Has excellent rating and over 27,000 reviews, which is great. Maybe one opportunity here is to consider adding recognizable logos or additional trust signals for that broader social proof. And moving on to number 4, form and conversion path usability. Like I said, I really love this choice of the flags and languages here. If you click on one, let's say I want to learn Spanish, it takes you to a multi-step form. It asks why you're learning Spanish. And so if I select, let's say, to connect with family and friends, it now has a personalized message here, which is most of the 225 plus hours of Spanish lessons focus on teaching you how to have real world conversations with real world people. So obviously this is personalized to what I just selected before. And again, more credibility here with 225 plus hours of Spanish lessons. I think they do a great job. Now, if we go back, we won't go through the whole form, but let's look at, another great, exit intent pop-up, which is great to ensure that the user, converts. But if we go to the mobile experience, which is number 5, very clean layout, simple and clear, translates effectively to mobile. One idea here is maybe to try and choose 3 icons across each row instead of 2, just to get through this a little quicker. But overall, I think it does a great job here on mobile as well. Last but not least, the conversion psychology and persuasion. So the clear urgency here with the 60% off, and then the countdown timer, strongly leverages loss aversion, which, pushes users to do something immediately, which is good. Smart use of the commitment, right? One small step to pick a language, it encourages users to continue. And once you get that investment early on, it leverages good consistency bias, and chances are people will continue to fill out the form. One opportunity here is to use stronger emotional language around, the transformative power of learning a new language. What the user will be able to do with that new language. So maybe some tests around that would be good. But overall, a great landing page. You know, they have a clear and urgent offer with a great countdown timer, minimal friction, excellent clarity in the first step here, and then the strong trust signals here with the reviews. Again, some possible opportunities to test would be the emotional appeal visually, so like adding some lifestyle imagery, maybe some additional trust elements like logos or testimonials, and then, you know, a more deeper emotional messaging around benefits around learning a new language. But again, overall, a highly effective landing page built on a clear offer and very minimal friction. So great job to Babbel on this. Okay, so next up we have ClickUp. It's actually a tool I use at ClickUp and I'm pretty familiar with. So let's dive into this. So first off, offer clarity is strong. The all-in-one platform for project management immediately clarifies the product's core benefit. It does have good specificity, right? It states that it can help your team get more done faster. I like that it also highlights AI here twice on top as well, since that is something that is of major interest right now. It has immediate incentive here where it says get started, it's free. It's very compelling and removes friction. So offer is great. Moving on to number 2, the visual hierarchy, which I think is excellent. It has a clear headline, subheadline, and prominent CTA button that instantly draws attention. The color here does stand out and pop, so it does grab your attention relatively quick. It is a minimalist design, right? Emphasizes the CTA key message without too many distractions. One small opportunity here, you know, is maybe to include an image of the actual product to kind of strengthen that emotional connection and demonstrate the ease of use. But overall, visual hierarchy is great. Moving on to number 3, trust signals and credibility. So, you know, they do have strong trust signals here, logos of some highly recognizable brands like T-Mobile, Sephora, Logitech, even Cartoon Network, which those of you who grew up watching DBZ, we're all familiar with Cartoon Network. They actually know they're still around, so that's good to see. Social proof is great as well. You have 25,000 plus reviews here. And again, recognizable sources, at least those that research different softwares. You got G2 here, Capterra, and a few others. So that's great. You know, maybe an opportunity here to add a custom quote or testimonial above the fold just to add some more personal trust. But overall, trust signals also great. Their form and conversion path, very intuitive usability. Yeah, you can quickly select what type of work you're looking to do to make it feel personalized. And again, very similar to Babbel, right? They have the different tiles here to try and get the customer to do a small commitment up front, which will lead to more commitment down the funnel. It's a minimal friction, right? One clear CTA button. Get started, it's free. And encourages immediate action. So moving on to the mobile experience, let's see how it looks. Very clear, clean. I think it's a great landing page. There's no issues on the mobile side as well. I like how the header is sticky and follows you. Let's move on to conversion psychology on this page. So, you know, they do employ some strong psychological principles, right? The free offer clearly leverages risk reversal and the personalization of selecting your work type, leverages commitment and consistency. The social proof is effective, right, with the star ratings and the brand logos to reassure the customer. One opportunity is to maybe enhance the urgency slightly. So maybe try sign up free today versus what's here. That word today can help improve the urgency, or maybe just highlight a limited time benefit. Just to quickly recap, the strengths here is extremely clear and has a compelling offer, minimalist focused design and great visual hierarchy, effective trust signals down here, and frictionless CTA. Again, some of the possible improvements is the visual or product imagery that can help build that emotional connection, adding some urgency or limited time incentive might boost conversions even more. And then, yeah, I think just adding some personal testimonials or quotes, it's always a good test to always try and see. But overall, I really like this landing page. I think it's strong. It clearly communicates the value and trust with minimal friction. And then some minor tweaks and tests might further improve conversion. So great job, ClickUp. Okay, next we have a service business here. So this is a personal injury lawyer, one of the biggest firms in the US, Morgan & Morgan. So start off the bat, the offer clarity, has a highly compelling headline here with $25 billion recovered for clients. Clearly establishes credibility and authority. It has a clear outcome-driven message. Get a Morgan & Morgan lawyer. Straightforward and immediately actionable. And then the urgency and risk removal, they do a great job with prominent mention of a free, confidential, no-risk consultation here to get the best outcome in your case. It clearly reduces friction and hesitation. Moving on to visual hierarchy and flow, it looks strong. I mean, there's a clear headline followed immediately by a simple form that emphasizes ease of action. They also have a nice large phone number here in bold, so it's very hard to miss. If you want to call, you can call. And I noticed that based on what we've done, landing pages for service area businesses, you always want to have a phone number and form. Not all customers want to do one or the other, so it's always good to give them both options. And you got to test this because multiple CTAs can hurt sometimes, so you got to make sure you test this and see what works best. Especially in service area businesses, phone calls convert higher, so you definitely want to test that. But again, excellent progression, value and credibility up top, and it's reinforced visually and logically as you scroll down. Actually, one item on the visual hierarchy, I think they do a great job with the prominent video and images to humanize the lawyers and clients, effectively builds that trust and connection. So they do a great job with that. And I think they have some, testimonials here from customers. And you notice, something small, but everyone here is in a happy or positive mood, which definitely helps with conversion. Okay, so trust signals and credibility. So they have robust trust signals here, clear logos from ABC News, CNN, USA Today, Fox, and NBC. Immediately establishes that credibility. Another nice booster is the verdicts and settlements right here. This section here showcases the clear, concrete examples of results they delivered. And if you click on each one, it gives you more details. So I think it's a fantastic use of this section here. And then again, the testimonials and video reviews are highly effective for personal storytelling. It builds that deeper trust. The form and conversion path, very simple form to fill out here. They have a default box checked here for them to automatically reach out to you via calls, texts, and emails. So that's a smart use of that intent or consent, if I will. And the CTA button being start your claim. So it visually pops out and it uses strong language here that is specific, direct, and benefit driven. Let's take a look at the mobile experience. So yeah, very simple. They have the trust signals here, the 25 billion, recovered, the quick form here. They have two sticky CTAs. They have one on the header that follows you as you scroll down, which is great. And then they have the call us today, it's free. Another strong CTA that follows you. So mobile version is well done here. Number 6, conversion psychology and persuasion. The clear use of the 25 billion. I mean, if you see that, obviously that's going to grab your attention and immediately establish that authority and credibility. They do a great job with loss aversion and risk reversal, highlighting the free consultation and only pay if we win. Right? That it's basically no risk consultation. So why wouldn't you want to call this company or this firm? And then the commitment and clarity. It's a clear explanation of the 3-step process. You submit the claim, we take action, and then we fight for you. So easy how it works, 1, 2, 3 steps. and it clearly guides the user towards conversion. So overall, I think this is a really great landing page for those of you in the service area, service business or agency side that are helping with service businesses. Definitely take a page out of Morgan & Morgan's book here. They do a great job with their landing page, and I'm sure they've done relentless testing on this to get to this point. So overall, exceptional clarity of offer, urgency and clear risk of reversal, strong visual storytelling and emotional connection through the video and imagery. And then, yeah, the trust signals from media and client testimonials and past results. I honestly think this is one of the top landing pages I've seen in terms of personal injury lawyers, or even service businesses in general for that matter. So a couple improvements, or maybe one slight opportunity, is for increased urgency. Just add some time-bound language, maybe to enhance the immediacy and try and get customers to take an action right away. But overall, like I said, this landing page excels in every facet, and so this is an effective landing page for sure. Okay, next up we have e-commerce brand called Premier Protein. They sell protein powders, and so off the bat, the offer clarity is simple and clear. Our protein powders mix up something delicious. It obviously clearly indicates the product category and benefit, which is taste. They have specific product details here as well. 30 grams of protein. They have, it also mentions 150 calories per serving here. And so it has versatile usage here, and they do a good job there. And they also have a good incentive, which is towards the bottom, but it does mention save 10% in first order, a straightforward incentive to act. And that's something you can't test towards the top. But, overall, I think they do a great job with the offer. Moving on to visual hierarchy, I think this is an attractive visual design. The vibrant colors, appealing imagery, and modern font or typography make the page visually engaging. Emotional appeal, right? The product imagery, especially the indulgent imagery here, it strongly evokes the taste appeal. So nice job there. The layout is effective, it's clear, intuitive, and it flows right. And this little style here with the hero image, I think, cups with that flow. It kind of like pushes you to go along, and they reaffirm that here. So I think it's great. It pushes everyone to the CTAs. Trust signals and credibility. I think there is definitely opportunity here for stronger trust signals. It's very limited in terms of social proof or customer reviews. I don't see that here. So that is something that they can definitely test. I was going to say taste, but definitely want to test that. Visual credibility. So it's appealing professional product images. It does convey quality. But I think explicit testimonials and ratings can definitely further enhance the trust. And then the conversion path and usability. So it's a simple conversion path. You click explore flavors, and now it takes you to the collection page of the different protein powders they have. And they do have reviews here, but I think it would be great to add some sort of trust on the initial landing page. So yeah, it's minimal friction to sign up and purchase. And let's now move on to mobile, the mobile experience. So let's click that. So good job here. Although I don't know why this is not centered. It might just be my simulator. But if it's not, yeah, it should be centered like this down here. And overall, yeah, very clean, nice layout. And, they do a great job here with the social proof here with, customer images. But, yeah, I think it's overall mobile is a great experience. Now, number 6, the conversion psychology. I think they use have a good use of the incentive down here, save 10%, right? It leverages the immediate financial incentive and risk reduction. They have a strong visual appeal, like I said, vibrant product visuals trigger the the sensory appeal for customers, emotional persuasion. So good job there. One small opportunity would be further leverage scarcity here or urgency, limited time flavor or act now to save. I think to really push users to act immediately. But overall, I think they do a great job with the clear, attractive design. It's a compelling product-focused messaging, highlighting taste and versatility. And then, straightforward, appealing discount incentive is also good. Like I said, some possible improvements is really the trust and social proof. Maybe displaying testimonials, reviews, or trust badges. Maybe try some tests with urgency to encourage immediate conversion. Overall, it's a visually appealing and well-structured landing page. So well done to Premier Protein. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, next up we have Chewy.com. So for those of you that have pets, you might be familiar with this brand. For some reason, the landing page link stopped working for me. So I took a screenshot beforehand, and we're going to be looking at this image here. So number one, offer clarity, immediately clear offer, right? It says pet toys, shop toys by pet here, clearly indicates what the page provides. They have a strong incentive, free shipping and 5% rewards with Chewy. Also, one of the main reasons I use Chewy, you can see I'm logged in here, a free 1 to 3 day delivery over $49. So clearly encourages immediate purchase by removing shipping barriers and adds rewards. It's specific outcome focused approach, right? Clear product organization and detailed filtering options, which is nice and clean. So you can see here, you can filter for dog, cat, bird, small pet, and horse. Believe it or not. Now let's take a look at number two, the visual hierarchy. I think it's effective. Again, clearer categories here by pet at the top. Immediately guides users towards their pet specific needs. So again, we've seen this now 3 times where Babbel used the languages and flags, and then we had ClickUp with the different business types. And now with Chewy here, you can see same thing. So again, small commitments pay off big. So try and always think about how you can get customers to commit small upfront, which will later help you get bigger commitments in the funnel. Visually, it's appealing, very clean and professional design, excellent navigational flow. It has a nice product layout here. And the add to cart buttons are easy and right in your face. Moving on to trust signals and credibility. So I think they do a great job with the strong product level trust. They have the prominent star ratings, review counts, and clear pricing, which obviously enhances trust and confidence. The visible credibility, right? The recognizable brands and clear availability messages further reinforce the trustworthiness. Right, so like the free 1 to 3 delivery, free 365-day returns. So I think they do a great job here. And then they have the buy 3 get 4 free, so that definitely helps as well. Maybe one test is to have some customer testimonials. Although I don't know for a brand this big if that's actually necessary, but something worth testing. And then their conversion path, I think clear add to cart here for each product for seamless purchasing. They have a streamlined process, minimal friction, and no distracting steps. And they have effective filters, so it makes it, a robust filtering system significantly reduces this decision fatigue. I don't have a mobile version of this to share, but the mobile version is also very streamlined and easy to use, frictionless. So, something we would expect with a company like this. Now, for number 6, conversion psychology, I think the free shipping, 5% rewards prominently displayed at the top, is an effective psychological trigger. The social proof on the product level, right? The stars being so prominent and the number of reviews, I think they do a great job there. Possibly introducing an urgency or limited time promotion, maybe a deal of the day more prominently might help. But overall, I think, they have a crystal clear product categorization and flow, strong incentives. They hit on the psychological triggers like the free shipping and rewards, and then again the excellent customer ratings. I think that's great. Overall, I think testing some urgency and limited time incentives might help for immediate conversions, but overall they do an exceptional job with their intuitive and frictionless shopping, effectively combining the strong visuals and trust signals. So overall, great job on this landing page. Okay, we're at the last one. So this is REI. It's an outdoor recreational shop, mainly for like camping and hiking. I'm actually going camping for the first time, so I happened to come across their website. Let's just jump into it. Number one, the offer clarity, very clear headline, camping and hiking gear. Straightforward communicates the product category. And then I like the subtle yet clear message here. Trails tested and tried in true gear for your greatest moments out there. Indicates quality and reliability. I also like the little banner on top for 4th of July deals. So save big on top deals through 7/7 and 50% off clearance. So excellent job there. Moving on to visual hierarchy. So strong, excellent visual appeal, engaging lifestyle imagery at the top. Specifically the hero image, I think, evokes that emotional connection and adventure. So they do a good job there. The clear hierarchy here, navigational categories here, it's easy to visualize the different product categories. The product imagery as well, fantastic job, really high quality shots, something every e-commerce brand should take a page from this book here and employ on their own products. Definitely, make sure you have the best quality photos you can get. And then the engaging inspiration of user-generated content. Nice job there. Trust signals and credibility. So they have a prominent display of highly recognizable brands like Garmin, Patagonia, Yeti, and so on. Builds that trust. And again, this user-generated images also builds trust and engagement. More opportunities, maybe add some customer testimonials or ratings on some of the products as well. And then, to add the products, if you go to a product page, you can add products. And, they do a great job with the different images here and even colors. They really took their time and invested in making sure they have the best product imagery and the different versions of products. So their conversion path is seamless and frictionless as well. Mobile experience, clear, clean, effective, I think. Very easy to navigate through the website, so no issues on mobile. And then the conversion psychology, I think they do they have an effective use of social proof, right? Like we said, the prominent display of leading outdoor brands leverages their authority and trustworthiness. The community engagement piece is great as well. The social feed, I think, definitely helps them with the emotional connection. And then the urgency here to shop and save big on deals through 7/7 with 50% off clearance. So overall, clear and attractive design with emotionally engaging lifestyle images. Great job overall for this brand. Social proof, the navigational flow, everything is great. Not much in terms of opportunity. Maybe, like I said, test some testimonials. But other than that, I think they do a great job with the visual trust, and I think overall it's an effective landing page. All right, that's it. We've gone through 6 landing pages across different industries and uncovered exactly what they're doing right, from crystal clear offers and visual appeal to trust building tactics and persuasive psychology. Out of the 6-part framework breakdown I did today, offer is by far the most important. So make sure you check out my video on how to come up with better offers to help customers convert. I'll drop that link here, as well as a link to a video on 3 psychological triggers that boost conversions. Hopefully you found this video helpful and picked up some practical ideas you can test on your own landing pages right away. Drop a comment below which were your favorite or gave you the best idea. I love hearing your thoughts. And hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown and want more insights just like these, make sure you hit subscribe and tap that like button. It really helps me out and it ensures you won't miss the next video.